studying the Dred Scott Supreme Court case for my government class.
Who's Dred Scott?
Well, he's this black dude. He was a slave around the 1850s. And the deal is that he lived in the free state of Illinois and the free territory of Wisconsin for a great period of time before moving back to the slave state Missouri. And basically his case covers that he was trying to tell them that he should be free because he was in the free territories.
So he was trying to sue for his freedom?
Yeah. Well, in 1846 he was. This was before he had to go through all these appeal courts to eventually lead to the Supreme Court, which was basically he sued first in 1846 and he didn't get to the Supreme Court till 1857. That's like a good 11 years right there before they would even take his case. When it finally did get there, it was heard by Chief Justice Roger B. Taney. And his evidence was that since he was living in a free state, he should, be able to get his freedom. And because since he was a citizen of America, he had equal rights to support his freedom. But the argument against him was, in the Fifth Amendment, they say that you can't take property from someone without due process of law. They were calling Dred Scott property because he was a slave, so they couldn't take property away from his owner. So, kind of bad for him.
Okay, so what's this about a black guy Supreme Court? It sounds pretty interesting.
Well, I kind of just told her about it. She really lost. They said he was the property, really. And it really screwed things up for the Civil War, too. Because before that, certain states were free states and certain states were slave states. But now, because of this ruling that he was property and that even though he lived in a free state, he was still slave, now those didn't even matter. All those predetermined things of whether a state was free or slave. So everyone got all worked up about this, and that helped lead the way to the Civil War and why that whole schmuck of a thing happened. And luckily it kind of was overturned in 1865 and 1868 with the 13th and 14th Amendment, which gave the black citizens the black people both their citizenship and their right to vote. So this whole mess was just turned over.
Wait, so how much did he lose by?
About, 7 voted against him and 2 for him, actually. And they all had different reasons.